The K-pop world was once again warmed by an unexpected moment. Briefly captured, yet powerful enough to touch fans' hearts. JUNGKOOK of BTS, known for rarely showing his personal emotions in public, was seen looking genuinely happy when he met Lisa BLACKPINK, a simple encounter that left a deep and lasting impression, according to circulating accounts. The moment happened in between the tight schedules of an international event. There was no grand stage, no official cameras deliberately pointed at them. Yet the instant Lisa appeared in the area, JUNGKOOK's expression changed. His wide smile was unmistakable, his eyes sparkled, and his gestures felt far more relaxed than usual. He looked genuinely happy, not a formal smile, wrote one fan who claimed to have witnessed the moment firsthand. Lisa herself appeared surprised, then returned the moment with a warm smile. She greeted JUNGKOOK in her casual, easygoing way, instantly softening the atmosphere. The two exchanged a brief conversation, shared quiet laughter, and gave each other their full attention, as if the world around them had paused for a moment. What made fans even more emotional was the sight of JUNGKOOK laughing freely, something rarely seen at formal events. Several staff members reportedly said the atmosphere around them suddenly felt lighter and warmer. It didn't take long for the story to spread across social media. Bits of eyewitness accounts, descriptions of JUNGKOOK's expressions, and small details, like the way he slightly bowed his head while smiling as he listened to Lisa, quickly made both ARMY and Blink feel soft-hearted. If JUNGKOOK can look that happy, how can we not smile too? One fan wrote. Their energy feels different, so genuine, another added. Despite the absence of any official statement or intentionally released photos, it was precisely the simplicity of the moment that made it special. This wasn't about rumors or speculation, but about two major idols who seemed comfortable and happy in each other's presence. For many fans, the moment served as a reminder that behind the glittering stages and global spotlight, JUNGKOOK and Lisa are still human, capable of sincere smiles when they meet someone who makes them feel at ease. After that brief encounter, many assumed the moment would simply fade away. Instead, it became the beginning of a deeper conversation among fans. According to an internal source at the event, JUNGKOOK had actually been preparing to leave the venue. His schedule was packed, his mind occupied with rehearsals and upcoming projects. But his steps suddenly slowed when he heard a familiar laugh. Light, cheerful, unmistakably unique. He turned around, and there stood Lisa. Without realizing it, JUNGKOOK smiled first. A reflexive smile, not an idle smile for cameras. His shoulders, usually tense, relaxed noticeably. Even those around him sensed a subtle change. He looks different, one staff member whispered. It's like he forgot he was at a big event. Lisa approached with her usual relaxed demeanor. Her hair swayed slightly, her expression bright. When their eyes met, she paused for a second, then smiled widely. "Oh, you're here?" she said lightly. JUNGKOOK chuckled softly, his voice low but clear. "Yeah, I was about to leave, but I guess not yet." Their conversation wasn't long, but it felt meaningful. They talked about simple things, travel, exhaustion, how strange their recent schedules had been. JUNGKOOK listened attentively, nodding, occasionally laughing at Lisa's jokes. What made many people pause was JUNGKOOK's gaze. Not the look of admiration seen on stage, but a warm, focused look, as if he were standing in a space occupied only by the two of them. Lisa seemed comfortable too. She wasn't rushed nor awkward. At one point, she lightly tapped JUNGKOOK's arm while laughing, and JUNGKOOK merely shook his head with a smile, a reaction that immediately made fans emotional once they heard about it. A few idols passing by glanced at them, then exchanged looks with one another. There were no exaggerated gestures, no drama. Precisely because it felt so natural, the moment seemed more real. If this were acting, it would be too perfect. One netizen later wrote, "This wasn't staged, this was felt." A senior staff member was even said to have murmured, "It's rare to see JUNGKOOK this calm at a major event." Fans began piecing together the story. There were no official photos, no close-up videos, and yet fans began collecting small fragments of the moment. JUNGKOOK's smile that lingered longer than usual. Lisa glancing back twice before finally leaving. JUNGKOOK standing still for several seconds after Lisa walked away. Social media filled with warm comments rather than wild speculation. Somehow, reading about this makes my heart feel warm. If they're happy, I'm happy. This isn't about shipping, it's about positive energy. ARMY and Blink, often portrayed as opposing fandoms, found themselves united by a shared feeling, happiness at seeing their idol smile sincerely after the encounter. Interestingly, JUNGKOOK was said to continue smiling even after returning to the waiting room. He hummed softly, something he rarely does in the middle of a hectic schedule. Several people noted that his mood seemed noticeably lighter. Meanwhile, Lisa, on her way out of the venue, reportedly glanced at her phone and smiled quietly, without explaining anything to anyone. No confirmation, no clarification, just a lingering warmth. In a K-pop world filled with spotlights and strategy, this moment felt different. Unplanned, undocumented, yet unforgettable. For fans, this wasn't about rumors or labels. It was about seeing JUNGKOOK genuinely happy, and realizing that such simple happiness could ripple across millions of hearts worldwide. A few hours after the event ended, the phrase "JUNGKOOK looked happy" began trending on Korean social platforms, not as gossip, but as a shared impression. I don't know why, but his smile today felt different. That wasn't an idle smile. That was a smile of someone who felt comfortable. Lisa's name soon followed, not with sensationalism, but with gentleness. Fans who initially just read the post began sharing their own feelings. JUNGKOOK's point of view. That night, JUNGKOOK sat alone in the car, taking him back to his hotel. The city lights of Seoul streaked past the window like glowing lines. He leaned his head back and let out a long breath. Not from exhaustion, but from a feeling of lightness. He remembered the laughter, the familiar tone of her voice, the way Lisa spoke as if there were no distance, no pressure from the entertainment world. Funny, he murmured softly. In the middle of all this, there are still moments that feel normal. JUNGKOOK isn't someone easily swept away by emotion. He's used to controlling his feelings, wrapping them neatly in professionalism. But that brief encounter felt like a small opening, a place where he could breathe as himself. Lisa and the unspoken feeling. Elsewhere, Lisa was having a different kind of night. Sitting in her room, she slipped off her high heels and lay back for a moment. A smile appeared unconsciously as she recalled JUNGKOOK's expression. He looked happy, she thought, and somehow that made me happy too. Having spent years in the same industry, Lisa knew well how to distinguish between a formal smile and a genuine one. And JUNGKOOK's smile that day couldn't be mistaken. She opened her phone, glanced at the flood of notifications, then closed it again. For once, she chose to keep that feeling to herself. Fans, from emotional to mature. Notably, fans' reactions felt different this time. There were no major fandom wars, no demands for clarification. Instead, there was emotional maturity. ARMY wrote, "I'm happy seeing JUNGKOOK happy. That's enough." Blink replied, "Lisa deserves to be surrounded by people who make her smile." Some fans even called the moment a healing moment we didn't ask for but needed. Timelines filled with gentle fan art, simple edits, and warm words. No sense of possession, just empathy. Media began to take notice. 2 days later, several entertainment outlets began covering it as a warm behind-the-scenes moment. Not gossip, but reflection. The headlines themselves felt different. JUNGKOOK smiled that made fans smile too. A brief meeting, a lingering feeling. JUNGKOOK and Lisa. None mentioned status. None forced conclusions. And perhaps that was what made the moment feel so real.